Have you ever wondered why some words stay with you for a lifetime, while others disappear the moment you hear them? What if a few sentences, spoken at the right time, could change how you see yourself, your struggles, and your entire life? And what if those words came from a man who knew discipline, pain, mastery, and self-discovery better than most people ever will? A few months before his passing, Bruce Lee traveled to America and appeared on television. When he stepped onto that stage, he wasn't just a martial artist. He wasn't just an actor. He wasn't even just a teacher. He was a man speaking from deep understanding. What he shared that day went far beyond fighting. He spoke about the human mind, about truth, about growth, and about life itself. His words weren't loud, but they were powerful. Simple, yet unforgettable. Every quote you're about to hear comes from his public talks and interviews. These are not just words to listen to, they are words to feel. Stay with this video until the end. Don't skip, because somewhere in these lessons, you may find something meant just for you. Let's begin. Bruce Lee once said, "Be formless, be shapeless, like water." Think about that for a moment. When you pour water into a cup, it becomes the cup. When you pour it into a bottle, it becomes the bottle. Put it into a teapot, and it becomes the teapot. Water can flow, or it can crash. That is adaptability. That is intelligence. That is strength without rigidity. Bruce Lee wasn't telling people to be weak. He was telling them to be flexible, because rigid minds break under pressure, but flexible minds survive anything. Be water, my friend. The best fighter, he said, is never angry. Why? Because anger clouds judgment. Anger gives control to the outside world. When you allow anger toward others, you hand them power over you. Control your anger, or it will control you. If you want to succeed in life, Bruce Lee believed there was one rule you must never break: never lie to yourself. The truth may be uncomfortable, but it is always powerful. When you speak the truth today, you prevent regret tomorrow. Life itself is your teacher. Every moment is a lesson, and learning never stops, not until the very end. He believed it was far better to be alone than surrounded by bad company, because the wrong people can drain your energy, weaken your character, and pull you away from your purpose. If you believe something is impossible, you will make it impossible. Your thoughts shape your reality. Love, he said, cannot survive without respect. Without respect, love fades. It weakens. It disappears. Your greatest asset in this world is not money, status, or talent. It's your mindset. If you can stay positive in a negative situation, you win. Even before the outcome arrives. Never tolerate disrespect. Not from others. Not even from yourself. Everyone leaves at some point. That's life. Learn how to stand alone. Learn how to survive without leaning on others for validation. The most dangerous person is not the loudest one in the room. It's the one who listens, thinks, and observes. One of the greatest skills you can develop is learning how to remain calm. Calm is power. A wise man is often found alone. A weak man is usually found hiding in a crowd. Focus on improving yourself, not proving that you are better than someone else. If you spend too much time thinking, you'll never act. To be the best, you must be strong enough to handle the worst. Patience can cook even a stone. Running water never grows stale. It keeps moving. and so must you. As you think, so you become. Ignorance, Bruce Lee said, is the root of all evil. Talking about water will never quench your thirst. If you want to understand water, you must drink it, swim in it, experience it. Think carefully before trusting anyone. There are many types of people in this world, and not all of them wish you well. An angry person makes a fool of himself very quickly. A wise man can learn more from a foolish question than a fool can learn from a wise answer. Do not correct a fool. He will hate you for it. Correct a wise man, and he will thank you. Do not allow negative thoughts to enter your mind. They are weeds, and weeds strangle confidence before it can grow. Bruce Lee once said, "I'm not teaching you anything. I'm simply helping you explore yourself. Knowledge gives you power, but character gives you respect. Smart people learn from everything and everyone. Average people learn from their own experiences. Foolish people believe they already know everything. A person with peace of mind disturbs neither himself nor others. Not all truths need to be spoken. We have 2 ears and 1 mouth for a reason, to listen twice as much as we speak. Rule your mind, or it will rule you. Experience is the hardest teacher. It gives the test first, and the lesson afterward. Be patient. All things are difficult before they become easy. When you accept yourself, the world begins to accept you. Calmness is a superpower. When you speak, you repeat what you already know. When you listen, you may learn something new. No man is truly defeated unless he gives up inside. Every situation in life is temporary. When life is good, enjoy it fully. Receive it completely. When life is hard, remember, it won't last forever. Better days are coming. The greatest mistake you can make is living in constant fear of making mistakes. The more Bruce Lee learned, the more he realized how much there still was to learn. Those who walk in darkness without realizing it will never seek the light. If you can't do great things, do small things in a great way. Try, fail, try again, fail again, but fail better. Being completely honest with yourself is one of the hardest and most powerful exercises you can do. When one door of happiness closes, another opens. But many people stare at the closed door for so long that they miss the one opening right beside them. Always remember, you are absolutely unique, just like everyone else. When you build in silence, people don't know what to attack. You only fail when you stop trying. Your struggle is part of your story. Excuses make today easier, but tomorrow harder. Discipline makes today harder, but tomorrow easier. Be teachable. You are not always right. Never make permanent decisions based on temporary emotions. 2 things define you: your patience when you have nothing, and your attitude when you have everything. A negative mind will never create a positive life. Believing in yourself is the first secret to success. Before you act, decide. Before you decide, think. Before you think, focus. Your comfort zone is quietly killing your potential. Your only real limit is you. Words without action mean nothing. When you learn how to survive without anyone, you realize you can survive anything. Failure is not the end. It is the greatest teacher. Die with memories, not dreams. You only live once. But if you live fully, once is enough. The biggest lesson in life is this: never be afraid of anyone or anything. Do not pray for an easy life. Pray for the strength to endure a difficult one. Bruce Lee was not just a martial artist. He was a thinker, a philosopher, a revolutionary. Born during a time of cultural change, he grew up blending Eastern and Western philosophies. This unique background shaped the way he approached life, movement, and truth. From a young age, he showed exceptional physical ability and mental sharpness. He questioned tradition. He broke rules. He searched for what actually worked, not what was simply accepted. His influence went far beyond combat. Bruce Lee shattered barriers in Hollywood when Asian actors were often ignored or limited. His presence on screen was electrifying, fast, powerful, intense, and real. Through his films, he introduced martial arts to the world, but more importantly, he introduced self-discipline, self-expression, and the idea of constant growth. The circumstances surrounding his death remain one of history's great mysteries. Officially, it was said to be a reaction to medication. Others believe it was exhaustion. Some suggest deeper, more controversial explanations. But no matter the cause, his legacy was already unstoppable. Bruce Lee did not disappear when he left this world. He became an idea, a symbol of self-mastery, of awareness, of pushing beyond limits. His words continue to guide those searching for clarity, strength, and purpose. And as long as people continue to question, grow, and evolve, his spirit remains alive. Thank you for watching. This channel, Soul to Wisdom, is still growing, and your support truly matters. If this video helped you in any way, please consider subscribing and sharing it with someone who needs it. Your support helps this message reach more minds and more souls.